Hi, my name is Brian Moulton, and I'll be your professor for our study of the New Testament. I can't underscore enough how important it is to study the Word of God, to wrestle with it, to sometimes be confronted by it. And that is especially true once we come out of the Old Testament, which is kind of the Jewish period that foreshadows the coming of Messiah. And now we find ourselves in the New Testament looking at each of the 27 books of it. Each one of the books has a separate message, an important message to us. And in this course we will work our way systematically through them with the hope and desire that it's not just going to be head knowledge, but our goal, of course, is heart knowledge and real life change. So I'm excited that I get to lead you in studying this course. Again, it will confront you, it will confront me. There's never a time I teach New Testament where I'm not changed, where I am not forced to think a little harder about some of the things that Paul talked about, or Peter, or John in the book of Revelation. I'm your friend. I'm here to help you be successful in this class. Always keep in contact with me. We'll build a relationship, whether through on ground or online, whatever mode we're studying this in. And I'm convinced that this may be one of the most impactful courses you'll study, as long as I do my part and then you do your part and engage in the studies. And I'm sure that's what we will accomplish this term. I grew up in Minnesota, stayed there till my early 20s, became a Christian at age 21, and then went on to Christian college in Minneapolis, got married, moved to Dallas in 1984, and I went to Dallas Seminary for 9 years, getting a master's in theology, then a PhD in biblical studies. My kids were born in Dallas, and then we moved on to Nebraska, where I pastored for many years and enjoyed that. And then in the year 2000, I moved to California and am teaching in the Bible department, San Diego Christian College. So it's been a lot of great years, and I think about you being younger, most of you kind of college age and teenage, maybe in your early 20s, still not sure what you're going to do with your life. And let me tell you, God will direct you every step. You can't predict what He's going to do with your life. Just like Abraham in the Old Testament couldn't have predicted what God was going to do in his life. Or Paul couldn't have predicted that God was going to take him and in Acts chapter 9 cause him to be born again and then change his life forever. So we look for life change. We look for a great relationship between faculty and student in this course. And may God bless you in our studies of New Testament.